Yeah. Today is the day that we do what we do. Welcome, everybody. This is world famous on the road again. And to my left of me, I have,
Damn it to hell. I'm here on the road.
and on the right of me, I got,
Super Dave.
and behind the scenes, which is a good place to be, is super producer extraordinaire, Mr. Kubi TV. Yeah, clap it up. Yeah, so welcome back, everybody. Today's show is sponsored by Coke. Not cocaine, but Coke soda. So,
This is bad.
Coke. You drink it?
Nope.
Good for you.
Okay.
I knew you would say that.
You said Coke?
I said this one of our sponsors.
I didn't know that.
It's not on the board.
I didn't know that.
Sometimes there's love. You know a lot of things. You do a lot. No, you know a lot of things, but there's some things that you ain't know.
I'm fine with that.
Like David, he's very intelligent.
I'm fine to just show up.
What about Dave?
I'm glad when you show up. I'm glad when we're all here as one.
As one. Yeah. So what's the show about today?
I don't know. I didn't get a text. Did you? About a topic?
No, neither did I. But you know we're gonna
We
do.
just convene and we wing it.
We do.
Do
Because
what
we
you
do
do.
it. Okay. So I guess nobody did their homework.
I ain't get none.
You didn't get it yet?
No. But
Yeah.
Father's Day is this weekend.
What we do? Thank you. We are both.
All three of you guys are darling fathers.
Yes, that is true.
Some are grandfathers. Who's a grandfather?
Absolutely over here. Raise your hand. Does everybody know who you are?
He's a grandfather.
He's a grandfather to super producer extraordinaire. That's right.
And you a grandfather too?
No, not at all.
Don't put that on you yet?
Not as if yet. I'm still saving my little chips. Little spoiling myself for a little while longer. Because
Okay.
when they do come, it's all for them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's good. He's having fun with his life. So, and tell him enjoy yourself. Do what
That's
you gotta
right.
do. Enjoy it.
Don't anybody trap you. Don't anybody talk to you
Yeah,
about kids.
yeah.
Kids are overrated. I'm
That's
say it
true.
every day.
Yeah, but you'll still get the best. You know what? I always say women get the best Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and you really
We
get
do.
the best, right?
But-
Dave?
I did see on the
What?
news
What is
that
it?
Father's Day is getting up there.
Is
They're
it?
starting to do for the fathers.
Is it?
It said that.
What, we got 2 commercials now?
Yeah. Listen, those barbecues y'all be wanting to be expensive,
It's only once a year. Y'all get something every single day, week, month,
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Your
You're right.
birthday. You got
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is also, but Valentine's Day is a day for lovers. So you're supposed to get
I'm
something
glad you
too.
said that because
It's true.
some women be saying, "Well, it's my day only."
No, Valentine's Day is a day for lovers. So you have to get your partner a gift too. I mean, the men's supposed to come out a little bit better, but she's still
Why
supposed to
gotta
get
put a little amount on mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
Because
Why is that?
y'all be like, I don't know what to get. Y'all like to throw money.
But I'm saying, do you think that the gift should be the same as,
I think for
Yeah,
women it's
equal.
more.
and why?
I love y'all men, right? But
Keep it
the
100.
thought process with y'all don't be the thought process.
Now, Dave is a very thoughtful human being. He thinks about his presence to his better half.
Okay. He's one of the very few.
I do good.
You ask somebody what she want, or
No.
you ask her down the line, or you ask a friend,
No.
or you just zell
I
her.
can never
Look,
let
he
your
probably
friend
even zell
stop. Damn it, now let me say something.
her. Yeah.
I ain't asking her friend.
Okay, who you
She ain't
asking?
got none. So,
You asking her. What you want for Valentine's Day?
but some people are very picky. You can't really shop for them.
You been with her
That's true,
forever.
No, but you can't shop.
That's
for
true
them.
too, though.
Some of them you
Yeah,
can't.
you are. You know your woman is picky, but you also been with her forever.
Right, so get a pair of shoes so you can walk out your life.
I don't buy shoes.
You know about shoes? My mother always told me if you buy a pair of shoes, she got to at least give you $1.
I've heard that for a man's part. For a woman, I never heard men to say it.
Yeah, but
She wouldn't even accept it.
No,
Really?
I would get $1.
Watch.
Like, I would never buy a man shoes either. I would
Really?
buy a man I don't think I've never bought a man a shoes.
How about some sneakers? They ran out fast.
Nothing, no. I ain't buying nothing on your feet. I'm not buying nothing on your feet.
Really? Wow.
And I don't think I've ever bought a watch.
Okay.
They say he watch yourself go out the door or something.
Is
like
that what?
Yeah.
What
Something
time?
so.
Oh, the time run out.
Something
It's
so,
all
but it's
saying.
some kind of
saying.
It's some kind of saying. But I never bought shoes. I was like,
Okay. All right.
I ain't gonna
Well,
give you
hey.
money for the shoes either.
Yeah.
It's still me paying for it.
Okay. What was yeah. Okay. What is he saying?
What would you do for $1 billion? Dig my ancestors up from the grave and slap them.
Wow. What would you do for $1 billion?
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
Wait, is it tax free?
Yeah.
Okay, tax free billion's different.
Yes.
I mean, still, you know,
Wow.
$1 billion. Damn.
I'm not gonna
You
demean
really
myself.
You can't spend that.
You said, what would you do? Or
What would you do for $1 billion?
for $1 billion?
Oh, what would you do for $1 billion?
If somebody said, here's $1 billion tax free, this is yours, you have to do what? But you have to do.
Would you smack your mother?
I was gonna go left.
Would you knock your mother out for $1 billion?
No.
No.
Your mother would slap you for not doing that.
No.
Because she could get up and get conscious again and say, baby, let's go.
Couldn't.
No, I don't think I don't think first of all, I can't really answer that question because my mother's
That's why
not
I was
there.
gonna ask you. I was waiting for you to
And
finish.
there's no way
Yeah,
mentally I can't even visualize
because she's
that.
not here.
Right.
So it's like
I slap on the ass if that was the situation, but to cold knock her out, I still don't think I could possibly.
Would you knock your dad out for $1 billion?
Yeah, he can get a little punch. Sure, he can get.
You didn't say a little punch. You said, knock your dad out. You didn't say a little punch.
He could get some hands.
Yeah, not to hurt him or something, but I say just like what you said earlier. Yo, Dad, I'm knocking you up. When you get up, you got this money. Let's go spend it. That's what it is.
Look, Mom, I gotta hit you real good, but we about to buy community. Okay, we don't get a community. We ain't gonna get a house for you. We
I
gonna get
said, no, I hit my mom.
How about that?
He's not here.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to look. My dad, I'm gonna hit him too.
here
Check
or
him
not
too.
here, if he was, would you knock him out for $1 billion?
You gotta know your mother and your father though.
I don't
Even
think
if
you gonna fight
they're
this.
trained.
I'm
Even
thinking,
if-
I'm thinking back in that day, I don't think you won't mess with. You don't mess with the pastor. You don't mess with the pastor. You don't mess with. You don't.
But you gotta know your parents.
No.
Past or present, you gotta know your parents. If knowing your mother, God rest her soul, and if she was alive, right?
Right.
And you said, "Ma, it's $1 billion, and I gotta put my hands on you." What would your mother say to you?
She probably said what you just said, but I don't think I can actually just walk up and just say.
No, you
What? I don't know if I can just do it.
You gotta talk about it first. You gotta say, "Mom, listen, this is the story."
So, God forbid,
You say it.
if you do it, and she doesn't recoup from that. So,
She gonna be cool. Or she got the
Okay,
best care.
so-
We got $1 billion. Got the best care. We gonna fly in the doctor from Turkey.
89
Take care of
year
the
old woman.
Oh no, not 89. Well, 89. Listen,
See?
why you gotta put an age that old?
That's why I said no.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
It's rough. That's
Man, I'm gonna fluff up some pillows just in case she
So,
falls sore.
so producer, would you punch your mama for $1 billion? I don't hear nothing.
Ooh.
Man, super producer, answer.
He making up
You
some
calling
questions.
somebody? Who you calling?
I'm calling mama.
And say, Mama, is it okay? I answer this question. Nah.
I'm gonna tell her, listen, get yourself together because I'm about to knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, that's a crazy question to ask.
Yeah, listen.
For $1 billion.
Listen, I ain't.
So would you walk down? Would you run down Fifth Avenue in New York City, butt ass naked for $1 million?
Absolutely.
You was one night next to me, so everybody will run down there butt naked for $1 billion.
They out there doing it for free.
Oh,
Social
man.
media gonna see me butt naked, then they gonna see me with $1 billion.
Yeah, that's good.
Matter of fact, they're not even gonna see me with $1 billion. They gonna be like, oh my God, she went crazy. She went in the crazy house because I'm gonna deactivate everything, take my money, and be gone.
Absolutely.
And then they gonna think I'm in a crazy asylum. Nobody gonna come begging for money. Look how it works.
You know somebody gonna come. $1 billion.
They ain't gonna know. They gonna think because they saw me running naked down Fifth Avenue that I done lost my mind. They done took me to the crazy house and committed me. Meanwhile, I don't take my $1 billion, disconnect from social media. Nobody gonna find me.
Sound like
That's a great plan.
That is.
That's a great plan to get them to get away.
I don't know. Is anybody blazing in the booth today? Because I'm getting a little choked up in there. Somebody, anybody else next door? Oh,
I don't smell nothing. I don't smell nothing. Maybe he was.
No.
Really?
When I come down in the studio, bro, if they blazing, I'm choked. I could just, maybe it's still the room in the old.
So they was in there a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, God.
They had a pregame, what was it called? Blazing in the studio before the show. I just came for the show. They sat in that studio and Mr. Here caught a contact.
Oh, that was over.
He didn't know he was coming up and higher than a kite.
That is true. She's 100% right. That so they had that gasoline and something there. That shit was powerful than more.
Oh, he was higher than a kite.
Then when I get it, it's like, whew, just chokes me up and make me cough. I be coughing like 18
But you sat in it.
Yeah, I had to. He was blazing the booth.
Well, I guess you
Wait, what? Gotta leave the booth to be blazed? You gotta stay there. That's what they tell me. What the hell is going on? It's time for a commercial break, man. Listen, right now, we'll tune back into us, the Three Amigos Plus One. Yeah, we back on the road again. Again, this is World Famous, and to the left of me,
Damn it to hell.
and
Super Dave.
and behind the scenes, what's better sometimes is Klubi TV super producer extraordinaire. This a couple of weeks ago, the city, the state was on fire. We was talking about playoffs and championships. Like we was really talking about doing the damn thing. But I mean, I was happy for my father and my man on the right hand side of me, and those diehard Knicks fans. If Chanel, you looking, I'm talking about you as well. And I was actually looking forward because I am a New Yorker. I was really looking forward to it. But again, we get to that right. It's right there, but we can never get it. I'm going to turn the mic over to you, Super Dave.
He said, why me? He said to me, why me?
Well, the reason excuse me. Damn it, the hell. Oh, man.
I don't even know what he said.
I don't know either, but I was asking you, let's talk about it. And what you think about the thing of firing your coach? What do you think about that? What is your opinion on that?
This is the sports segment.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a sports segment. And then what the hell, we're going to go to your segment.
Well, you hate to see the man go,
Mm-hmm.
but then, like watching him the amount of times, amount of years that he's been coaching and doing the same thing over and over again. But
he took you there four times.
Four times.
The 4 or 5. I'm sorry.
Four. I think
Okay,
it's
he took you there 4.
And, it's just like, I just think that he's kind of like a selfish coach.
If I may ask you just a little bit, can you get a little deeper in that? What do you mean by being a selfish coach? I'm like,
Just
that's
me personally,
Say this.
you know, and I never coached basketball or anything like that, but you know, like just throughout the course of the season, you know, you see some of the bench come in and some of the rookies, and a couple of times they were lighting it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that.
And you know, like I just think that he should have gave everybody
A shot.
Everybody, because like the last couple of games that he put them in, they were lighting it up, man. I mean, they were doing to me better than the starters were doing.
I do agree with you in that point, and like a lot of people said, the young boys was playing, and the starters was tired.
Yeah,
They were
that too.
really, really tired. I mean, from what I saw, it seemed like they was real tired, and I don't know. I mean, it was shocking to a lot of people, you know, that he got terminated, lost his job, or whatever.
Well, I didn't think it was a lot of people now are acting like they're shocked, but throughout the course of the year, you can see it. You can see it in writings. Like I watch a lot of YouTube with the Knicks and stuff like that, and everybody in the comments was like, "Yo, get rid of Tibbs, this and that, and now all of a sudden, why do they do that to Tibbs?" You know, I mean, you know,
but that's New York.
Yeah,
that's New York.
I'm just saying though, man. You know, like,
do you have an idea? I mean, I'm in hearing names throw up in the air. Do you think they came to any kind of realization what they're gonna put up there next?
I just was reading that. I know they. I think today they asked to speak to Jason Kidd, and they said no. Exclamation points with those.
Why wouldn't you? Why don't you go back and get that great St. John player?
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, say it again.
Mark Jackson.
Wait, why don't you go get him, man?
Yeah,
I still don't understand what happened.
That's what Shaq said. I think that Shaq said that they should get Mark Jackson. Yeah, I think Shaq said that.
But we don't know. I mean, I thought that the NBA blackballed him. I never understood why, because he brought Curry in.
Yeah.
You know, at Golden State and stuff, and
actually,
you know,
Curry made that first team.
Yeah, he did, and I never understood, from lack of not knowing why he didn't finish, or why no one else picked him up to be a coach. But you know, who are we?
Well, we still don't know, because you know we just got turned down by Dallas, and then I think they wanted to speak to the coach of the Houston Rockets. And they said,
your man from the Boston, Boston. What's his name? Yukonuka?
Yeah,
or something like that.
I'm a Uma.
Oh, something like that. Maybe you heard yourself.
What?
It was him, and then I think they Johnny Bryant, who was the assistant to Tibbs before he went to Cleveland, because him and Donovan Mitchell was, I think, best friends or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So they coachless right now.
Very
they coachless. Yeah. So I think that they went to a plan for Kidd, because Kidd was a good coach to Giannis and to Kumpo.
Are we getting? Well, I see they working out.
But they said, who said no? Kidd? Jason Kidd said no, or they saying no?
No, Jason, because he's still under contract. He's still under contract.
They're not letting him out his contract.
But they ain't gonna buy it. You think they're gonna give him that money, get him out that contract? I think Jason Kidd be a good fit, though.
Yeah, and he said he wanted the job, but they had. I think Jason Kidd they was having negotiations before that job was off. You know, before the coaching job was on the table.
Okay.
And he didn't like what Dallas was saying, so I guess that's the other initiative that the Knicks thought that they can go in there. You know, NBA, everybody talking and stuff like that.
Right.
But I don't know who it is.
Hey, listen, man. Whatever can bring us that championship, because that's what we need here. Because I don't know if we're going to get one for football. Yeah. I don't see that.
But then I heard that there was a thing on the table for KD, sending, I think it was Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby to Phoenix for KD. But I don't know if that's going to work.
I mean, as a fan.
No.
I didn't think, I figured you would say that too.
He had the chance to come.
I figured you'd say that.
Years ago.
And you said it really kind of blunt, really, you know what you're talking about. You said no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
He had his opportunity.
Okay, that's good. Well, you know.
37 years old? No, was he 30? Going to be 37, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what it is.
I mean, he's still good. I mean,
yeah.
But nah, we
good for what?
I don't know.
I'll say less.
Yeah.
KD's KD, love him to death.
Yeah.
Right now. Love the sneakers too. Yeah. You know, we don't need no more. We don't need him to turn on the lights. You know, we'll keep the lights on all day long.
Right.
You know, at this point in time and at the time of the show, we know.
Oh, y'all finished?
Yeah, we're going.
You finished or you done?
No, we absolutely done. We turn this shit over to you, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't born and raised in the projects. I was born and raised around men. Okay? Don't let this 9 to 5 fool you. I am a totally different person after 5 o'clock.
So, before y'all come in my comments, y'all know I get sensitive and I'll tell you about your daddy and sisters. But I do have something to say. You bitches gotta do better. You thirsty bitches got to do better. On this week's segment of Speak What's on My Mind.
Speak it.
You know what's on my mind?
I like to know.
So this has been happening a lot lately, and it's been grinding my gears. When people throw the rock and hide their hand.
Say that one more time.
Throwing the rock but hiding your hand. Starting fire.
And then running from it.
And running from it.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. So let's stay, and that's called being you have to be accountable. If you did it, say you did it. Stand on what you said. If you started something or you said something, say you said it.
But couldn't that be considered a coward and a bitch? Excuse me.
Well, it can be too. I mean, we're gonna say politically
okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes.
But it's also like, you're throwing shade, or you're throwing words to a person or to a situation.
Right.
When you get called out on it, no, you said it.
Absolutely.
You said it. And then what happens is, and I'm talking on a work perspective, like if something like that happens and you come to me, I have to address it. But then when I address it and I hear the story, you didn't tell me that. So now you have, and I said, don't throw the rock to hide your hand. That's what you said. I said, and you had a part of it. And it happened at work a couple of times, and it happened, outside where, listen, just stand on what you say. If you said it, you said it. You're a grown person. Nobody can do anything to you. It's better to say I said it and apologize, or I said it and what's going to happen. What you going to do? Yeah, I said it. It's either or.
Right.
But just take accountability for your actions, because people respect you more. They don't respect you when you start the fire and run behind the tree, or you throw the rock and hide your hand because you just decided you wanted to be somewhat of a coward too. That's it. That's all. See you next weekend.
That was beautiful. I mean, that was right to the point too.
Yeah, Tom.
Let's go.
I can't show you.
Bing. Next segment here we're gonna go to is super Dave with his fragrance. That ain't the one you got on there?
It's right there.
Yeah.
Hey, good afternoon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? This is Super Dave here with the fragrances of the week. Right now, we got one fragrance, and it's by Latafa. This is Middle Eastern. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Arabic. I know what this is.
It's Arabic.
What is that?
It's
yeah. Close to it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. And next time, pronounce your vowels. There you go.
You don't even know what it says.
I do. We'll test me later.
No. Test you live.
This is his segment. Let's not blow it up.
This is a fragrance. I don't know any of you guys, even out there in TV land, have the fragrance. Jean Paul Gaultier.
That's what it is.
No, it's a dupe.
This is a dupe of the gold bottle of Jean Paul Gaultier. All right.
That's it.
And I have to smell it a little bit.
Yeah. How many skins
No.
get?
Put it in the cap. You're not supposed to be in.
You ain't really supposed to do that.
Why?
What is that gonna do? That?
I gotta smell it. If I don't like it,
Now he is definitely the man about the fragrances.
I know that.
He said you don't.
Because y'all didn't answer me when I sent the group chat picture in the fragrance. Nobody answered.
I did.
That 2 days later.
No,
I
it
had
was
already
the
left
same
store.
day.
Mm.
You had answered him when he sent you something.
Me? I was there.
Yeah. No, you was in the group chat. That does smell good though.
I'm saying. No.
It was I remember it was a black bottle. Anybody remember the name?
Yeah, get it though.
I gotta go get me some of those.
Okay, because I got the red one today.
All right.
Not red.
This is Burlington Coat Factory, $24.99.
Yeah, it is cool. You got that?
Get it. This lasts a lot
Yeah, get
longer.
it. I know you can get. You can get.
Right.
Look at that.
You
You
can
face.
get that.
$24.99.
And what's the name of it again? Say it again.
No, you pronounce it. You pronounce
Listen,
it.
if you go to Burlington,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what it look like. It's in a
It's a
gold
beautiful bottle.
a box.
Box.
All right. That's all you can strip shot. It's in a square,
Box.
a little bit, maybe
Box.
about this side, but a little skinnier, not as wide on the side. You know, a little skinnier. And it's I should
Can you see the inside of it?
Yeah.
Like if it's in the box, it's covered. And
No, you can't see this covered.
Oh,
But
okay.
it would have like this kind of.
it's still beautiful. I mean, look for the beautiful bottle. Look for the
Yeah,
rose gold
this is
beautiful
it.
bottle.
I mean, and it's,
Yeah.
it's very heavy.
Right. This is a nice fragrance for women.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Got
shit,
this for
them
women.
now.
I'm unisex. I wear both.
Unisex. Okay.
I wear.
It's a unisex fragrance.
Uh,
It might lean a little broadly feminine to men, but you know, I'm just saying. It smells.
Do you wear it?
Yeah, I will wear it.
Did you get this for yourself or for your missus?
I got it for myself, but I'm gonna give it to her
Okay.
because I could always go in her dresser and take it.
Take it if you want to.
unisex. It's for them.
The notes on this is red berries, mandarin,
Mm-hmm.
vanilla, cocoa,
Cacao.
yeah, it's like that chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Cacao.
Rose, tonka bean, amber, musk, and sugar. All right. This is called Nebras, and this is also by the same name brand as this
What's the name of
Latafa.
it? Say it again.
Nebras.
Nebras.
Nebras. All right. Nice
Nice
box.
But that's a pretty bottle too.
Nice.
Nice heavy. And this is the bottle right here.
Yeah, put it up to the camera so we all can see it.
These are all from that company that was promoting the pink bottle on TikTok. They're all the
Latafa.
same company. Yeah.
Latafa.
And a lot of people like their scents. I'm gonna have to go to Burlington and go shopping for these.
That's the one.
This one is really nice. This is more of a fall winter fragrance. You can't wait to sometimes chill people out. It's too hot.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. You want to smell it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You do
You can smell it. You smell it.
Mm-hmm. It's vanilla basey to
Put a
me.
little bit on it.
I don't know. You put it on you.
No,
No, it's
thing.
vanilla basey. I'm not a
Unisex.
vanilla basey
I
person.
don't. You're not a what?
Vanilla based person.
it. Spray it on your hand and then just let her smell it.
There you go. There you go.
Stop
Since you
it,
wanna
man.
cook-
Yeah, put it in.
Now you-
Wait up.
Yeah, it's vanilla based. It smells
Yeah,
good.
no, I agree with you with the
Yeah,
vanilla.
I'm not a vanilla.
You're not a vanilla
Not to
to pay that money.
not.
But this is cheap. This one is what?
No, it's not even a money aspect
That's
about it.
I
To-
know,
to,
29.
have a vanilla on me all day.
That
No,
was 29.
it's 29. And this one was what?
$24.99.
Super
25.
producer. You can
I
get
would
that.
get those just to look nice on my dresser.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Listen.
decorate the perfume dresser.
That's beautiful. Listen, I mean, hey, Super Dave was telling you.
You don't
Even
have
with
to
these-
break the pocket
There you go.
to
I'll
smell
smell like what? A pocket.
to smell like a bag.
Oh yeah! Clap it up! Clap it up! Yeah, shang-a-lang, shang-a-lang.
That's
As
for a
the
woman.
That's for a
he
woman.
said, Klati.
Hey, listen. Here we are. We're here today at I mean, these two segments is very, very nice. I mean, we doing our thing. And as the show go on, we're gonna take one more break. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do what we gotta do. Commercial time.
It has a breakfast. Not a lot of people know that. You'd be surprised.
I'm famous. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's talk about Applebee's breakfast. Now, it ain't no IHOP. It ain't. So talk about it. I mean, is it good?
Of course it's good.
I'm glad you said that.
Is it better?
It seems like this is a very lucrative business. It's very interesting.
You might want to grab some of these items. I see you looking at a couple. I can make you a nice discount.
Yeah, well, you know. So now,
We'll talk a little later.
right off the air. Yes, listen.
So do you
I have a big tab.
A lot of men silently suffer from like erectile dysfunction. I can't necessarily sell like things like medications and pills. There are different things out there,
right?
But I can sell items to help
To enhance it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, right now, there's actually a very popular item which will be available on my site very soon. It's called the Gawk 3000.
The what?
The Gawk
Gawk
3000.
3000. Oh shoot! It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy.
Gawk. Sounds like a muscle for that muscle.
Well, you know what? Let's get to our very first guest, the owner of Twisted Sugar.
Come on down.
Come on down. Get on down there. Yeah.
Put the ears on. And for those who's watching today, she did get her hair done. It wasn't done last week. She was out of this world, but she is back with us today and looking as lovely as ever. Give Lang, shang-a-lang, shang-a-lang. Welcome back. This is my time to shine. We're talking about world famous trending food and places. This week I had attempted, but the rain got to me and the weekend was nasty, so I didn't really do too much. But the place I want to try, and I have heard some things about it, is called Sauce and Sea.
Sea and Sauce.
Sea and Sauce. That's why I love Damn It to Hell. She is always on time and never yes. And the reason I want to try it, it's a takeout spot on the Northeast Bronx area. And, we're trying to bring good food up here as well. Damn It to Hell can inform me of some of the comments that's been made on Sea and Sauce.
There we go.
Sea and Sauce.
So I have one comment so far, and it says, second time coming here, and I must say they have the best fried shrimp uptown. The flavors are amazing, hands down, and I'm sorry to say, but that's how City Island shrimp used to taste.
Wow, how you going to talk about City Island?
Well,
How can they do that?
it don't mean no lies told.
I mean,
What City Island person?
I like it. I mean, if I want some decent seafood, I'll go there. You know what I'm really fond of, besides the end spots, I'm in love with lobster shanty.
Crab shanty.
That's not crab shanty. It's called lobster. The one to the left. You don't go have to go all the way down. So you come over the bridge to your left.
Oh, I just go
Yeah.
lobster box.
Lobster box. He said lobster shanty.
No, it used to be lobster shanty.
It did?
Yeah, because the manager Joey used to manage that one. That he used to manage those. That's why I know it's that. But the reason I brought that up is because of I like their garlic bread. And you see the chunks of garlic in
in the
bread.
bread.
Oh, it tastes
Which
good.
one was kind of like that too, right? Crab shanty. Right?
Yeah,
It used to be that great.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Joe from there.
Oh, you took it over that one.
Yeah, he was.
Somebody actually told me they redid crab shanty because it was still looking like the 1980s, 70s when we went. They remodeled it.
Yeah, but you took the pictures down. Remember all the pictures? If you look at them, you see famous in about.
They still got the barrel of apples in the front.
Huh?
You still got that big barrel of apples in the front.
No more apples.
Oh.
It's just a barrel.
Oh.
Fruit is not good.
Oh.
Not bad apples.
Oh.
That's what the Osmonds brothers used to sing. One bad apple, one girl. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's us.
Is it an apple?
Yeah, apple they keep Dr. But anyway, how you like the at the end of the pier? You still go down there?
Sometimes I went down there about 3 weeks ago. I went.
Which one did you go to?
Johnny's.
Okay, I'm a
They
Tony man.
expensive now.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Which
across the
one you like
board.
though? If you go out there.
So I go to both. So I go to Johnny's for the drinks. No, I'm sorry. I go to Tony's for the drinks.
Really?
Yes, because Tony's have more variety for drinks. So I go to Tony's for the drinks, and then I walk over to Johnny's for food.
So nobody goes to the one in the middle no more?
What's that?
Nigga City? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ghetto cafeteria?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do that at all.
I don't do that.
Never.
I only do it when Haircut and Chanel they go there. And Redford and them, when they go there, I'll partake.
It's
in
not
it.
my
Other than
thing.
that, nah,
I have friends that like City Island to them, and I had to get because like they will call me every week when it's nice. Yo, we going to City Island, and I'm like, that's not a thing for me. But what I had to realize is they'll go and they'll bring their own little bottles of they like to parking lot pimp and just sit there and talk and shoot the breeze. And they'll go to the end of Tony's. That's their thing.
Right.
But for me, it was like, y'all go to City Island again.
Yeah.
I'm not going in that traffic, but I had to realize that was a thing. That's their meetup spot where they just go hang and shoot the breeze and
I
talk.
think it's still,
And that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, once I realized it, and I'm like, we're not going to eat, right? Like, I don't want to. If we're just going to sit and chat, it's okay.
Yeah, but I do got the best one for everybody to try. If you want to pay a toll, go out to Perk Amboy, New Jersey, by the water. They have a boat that goes out to the sea, a dinner cruise.
Okay.
That's okay. That's not what I'm talking about. You go out, you make the left, you go around with a boat dock and everything, and it's I don't have the name off the tip of my tongue, but
Just go per Amboy.
yeah, Pert Amboy, around the corner from where
The boat
is. Oh my God, food. They got the big fish tank with whatever fish you want, whatever lobster you want. Everything is pick it, cut, fresh, done right there. You want the steak? They got your steaks, lined up.
From sea to table.
So you can sit right there. They bring it in front of you. They show you this. Yeah, it's a good eating experience. And music galore, dancing, everybody damn near naked out there partying, having a good time. You see butts, you see backsides, you see breasts. You just see it all, man. It's out there.
While you're eating a fabulous meal?
Oh, man, ain't that the best way to do it? Then when you're having a cocktail, everybody look better because they didn't look good before they got there. But then by the time you finish, everybody look good. So
this went left.
yeah, sorry about that. That's what we here, right? We the most leftist people I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we talking about here. That's the end of the world famous trending food places. And right now, what time? Let me check it out.
No, wait, hold on.
Oh yeah,
I wanna
What you wanna do?
shout out my girl.
Shout her out. What's up,
You've
girl?
introduced her before too. So her name is Styling Grace. She does. She has a shade company, a shade line. This weekend, Saturday, June 14th, she's having a pop-up shop at Yonkers Arts Space. 216 Lake Avenue.
Copy that. Go there and see some shade.
It's a pop-up shop from 3 to 7. 216 Lake Avenue. It's a lot of different vendors there. So go social support. Her glasses are phenomenal. She has men, women shades. So yeah, this weekend pop-up shop, and I'll be stopping by.
Because when you said shade, I thought you were talking about the lines and people. That's we just said.
All right, so sunglasses.
Thank you, damn it, the hell. Because I was going there.
She has a sunglass business, and it's unisex for men and women.
Okay.
So come out June 14th and support, okay?
Support.
It's from 3 to 7.
What's her name again?
Style and Grace.
Style your grace, baby.
Her Instagram is Shop Style and Grace.
Shop Style and Grace.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
And it's Black Us supporting Black Us.
That's what that's what we're really about here. We are really about
supporting our Black people.
We are Black.
Now I love to support y'all. When y'all be acting funky and starting, I got other issues, but I go left real quick because I got 2 minutes to vent. Okay, thank you. So let me tell you what's my pet peeve, right?
Go ahead, damn it.
That just set me off.
Damn it.
So when you go to support us Black people, we got a book online. You give me a whole Bible of I got a book online, I got to cancel before 24 hours. If I'm 15 minutes late, it's either extra charge or you're going to cancel me. I get all of this. I have to give you a 50% deposit. I get all of this, right? And I have to prepay and leave a deposit. But when I get to my appointment, I am waiting for you for 45 minutes and you're not taking anything off. Okay?
Take it off.
I don't get the professionalism for doing all of your whole homework and reading your Bible on your booking website. Okay? But when I go to Miss Chin says, hey, Miss Chin, can I come in at 2? Can you do 3? Sure. Come in at 3. She's in and out. She's waiting for me at 3:00. So I'm just saying, I don't mind supporting and giving a shot to our Black brothers and sisters, but I do hold you at a higher standard because it is a lot of hoops and ladders that y'all decide y'all want to do. That's all I'm saying. Rant over, support Black businesses.
And you heard that from Damn It to Hell. And I think we can close on that note because Famous ain't got nothing to say about that one. We supporting Black on Black. And you better do right by us, because we're not gonna be a free thing. Not free thing. On that note, you have been watching On the Road Again. And again, I am world famous.
I'm Damn It to Hell.
Super Dave.
And behind the scenes, blacker than me, taller than me, is super producer extraordinaire with the gray on his face. Need a haircut and all that good stuff, but he's the man out behind the scenes. TV.